Today on Forbes, the most valuable MLS teams 2025. Moments after the Super Bowl ended earlier this month, Lionel Messi appeared on television screens across America alongside a message, teasing the start of Major League Soccer's 30th season, which kicked off this past weekend. The Apple TV advertisement after the Super Bowl read, quote, "When football ends, football begins." It's no surprise Messi was front and center in the league's marketing. Beyond leading Inter Miami to an MLS record 74 regular season points last year and collecting MVP honors, the 37-year-old Argentine superstar is the financial engine supercharging his club's growth to a league-leading $180 million in revenue and $50 million in operating income in 2024, according to Forbes estimates. The Messi effect has rippled across the rest of MLS as well. The league has more than doubled its subscriber count on Apple TV since he jumped from Paris Saint-Germain in 2023, and it saw a 13% bump in sponsorship revenue in 2024 to $665 million, according to research firm Sponsor United. And any club lucky enough to host Messi for a match, such as Sporting Kansas City, which moved its April 2024 match against Inter Miami to Arrowhead Stadium and ended up with club record attendance of 72,610, can expect a massive gate revenue increase. But while the rising tide is lifting the whole league to an average value of $690 million, up 121% since 2019, it hasn't yet produced a change at the front of the fleet. For the third straight year, LAFC is MLS's most valuable team, worth an estimated $1.25 billion, just ahead of number 2 Inter Miami at $1.2 billion. The LA Galaxy, number 3 at $1 billion, become the league's third team in the Three Comma Club. Rounding out the top 5 are number 4 Atlanta United FC at $975 million and number 5 New York City FC at $875 million. LAFC has grown reliably each year, striking a 10-year, $100 million stadium naming rights deal 6 months before Messi's arrival, and cultivating an active schedule at its BMO Stadium with concerts and other events. Still, with an estimated $150 million in 2024 revenue and $12 million in operating income, the club doesn't quite reach the financial heights of Inter Miami, which has doubled its valuation in just 2 years. So with Inter Miami's robust season ticket sales, a global preseason tour that stretched from El Salvador to Saudi Arabia, and a long list of new corporate partners, including Royal Caribbean, JP Morgan Chase, and Duracell, why isn't Messi's team MLS's most valuable? The answer comes down to an unresolved question, one that is also largely responsible for the league's growth slowdown to 5%, after a 14% jump in the average team value in 2024. To put it simply, what is going to happen to Inter Miami's and MLS's finances when Messi leaves, whether that is when his contract expires after this season or when he inevitably retires in the next few years? Team owner Jorge Mas told Forbes last year that he's, quote, highly confident Messi will return for 2026, when Inter Miami is slated to move into a 25,000-seat stadium as part of the $1 billion Miami Freedom Park project. But just in case, the club is solidifying its financial foundation by locking down sponsorships and luxury suite commitments in contracts that run for as long as a decade. There is precedent in MLS for revenue to slide backward after a star's departure, however, such as when David Beckham left the LA Galaxy in 2012. Ultimately, if Inter Miami and the rest of MLS's clubs are going to justify their soaring valuations and get firmly into the black, with 16 teams still operating at a loss according to Forbes estimates, the league will need to start buttressing against that sort of variance by generating real revenue at the national level. There are tailwinds ahead that could help. The World Cup is being played on American soil in 2026. For full coverage, check out Justin Birnbaum's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.